All right, today we are at 3 Jack National, which I'm not kidding is the craziest course that I've found on GSPRO. If it's a real place, I gotta go. It looks like it's built over a landfill, possibly. It's got some crazy holes, it's got cement everywhere. We'll get to that one in a minute. It starts off on a really short par 5, 351, and if you hit a good drive, the chances of you getting up this hill are good. I didn't hit a very good drive, and we roll back down into this little gully, leaving us 147 up the hill. And you'll see just these crazy undulations. The greens are all kind of separate and they're huge. If you hit it anywhere on there, it's the green. But we start off with a birdie because it was a par 5. Now we go straight from a 300 and whatever yard par 5 to a 190 yard par 3. And we're 1 foot away from a par there, and we give it straight back. A normal hole here, 146 yard par 3. You can't really tell, but I'm just left of the hole. There's these cages and these walking trails and stuff through here. Now look at this one. In real life, I'm going to guess that you hit it onto this concrete and it'll bounce all the way to the other side. And the second I hit it, I thought, oh, I'm golden. I get a good first bounce and second. But in real life, this ball would just keep going and going and going. In my world, it stops. And so the 670 yard par 5 is still 400 yards away for me. I hit a good 3-wood off of what it says is concrete. And we get back on the fairway and a reasonable shot in for this par 5. And good distance, just a little left, and we end up parring a 700 yard hole. Now we go to par 3, 167. This distance and 175 have been killing me, so I was pretty happy with this one. 2 inches from being a birdie. Could have been a birdie in real life, you never know. So this hole, I was really confused. I end up going over to the right and trying to clear this fence. In reality, I should have hit it left of that sign, and I would have ended up much closer to the hole. It says it's a 561 yard par 4, which is crazy. And I hit it almost 300, but I went to the right, and I'm now this same distance away. And so I'm playing it as a par 5 with all this junk in between there and just hitting something up kind of close. Everything might be built on concrete, like the ground, maybe because it looks like a landfill and there's trash everywhere. I don't know. There's some interesting signs on this course as well. So we have 54 left, and I just carry it a yard too far and didn't get much spin. So we bogey that par 4. Now we're to a normal par 4 here, 390 yards, pretty straight away. I take it up the left-hand side, leaving pretty far in, though. I didn't hit that good. And that's a bad swing. Nothing else you can say about that. Got some crazy ball speed on it, but ended up going over everything and trying to chip it in the circle, and we do not. So another bogey. We're already at +2, and I'm still trying to figure out like what this course is about and where it's going. So all of a sudden, there's a normal looking hole, but did you see the yardage? 850 yard par 5. 850. So I hit one out there that, for me, that was a really good drive. We had a positive attack angle. But yeah, 400 yards left. Still 220 left, up the hill, and basically a layup on the third. So now we got to get it close, 50 yards away. Trying to par this now. It's straight. It's got a check, and it does not. And so another bogey. Bad streak there to end the front nine. We end the front nine at +3. Tried to get hopped up on a hybrid to get it down the hill 229. Did not quite make it. I think I hit that okay though. Now got to chip in. It says it's a par 4 though, so if we would have landed anywhere on the green, we would have got an automatic par or birdie. I end up hitting it past the hole, but I get a little bit safe because it's a par 4. Now we go from that par 4, which was 220, to this par 4, which is 534. And I hit it way right. It says I can play it from over here. I must have jumped over that fence. And we go back in play. .177 left up the hill. This yardage, like I was saying, has been kind of my nemesis lately. I keep pulling it. That one I had pretty good face control and got it up there into the 2-putt zone for a bogey. So then we go from that long par 4, which I had to 3-shot, to a 330 par 4. This course is literally insane. Look at the sinkhole right there. I go left and try and land it up on this plateau, and then I'm looking down at the hill 100 yards. I didn't like it off the face, but it's going to look pretty good after I am done with a birdie. Now we go there to another 200-yard par 3, and this was just bad. I get really lucky that it rolls off that left side of the hill because I pulled that a lot. On to the 13th, which is a 500-yard par 4. We get a good drive, and the ground's super hard, so we're getting good bounces on everything to carry somewhat of a distance, but we're still left with 234 in. Second shot. And face control, pulling across, trying to save it. Nothing good there. We're in the rough, trying to chip it in for a par if I can. Comes off nice and straight, and a little more, and it might have gone in the hole. But we par, remain at +3, go to 14. Now this is a 180-yard par 4. So trying to get it on the green and in the 2-putt here, and that's going to be an automatic birdie. And if we would have got it close, that's an eagle. I have to remember that next time. 15, a normally sized par 5. Again, we hit a good drive here, and we get a huge bounce. And we're going to have it 249 remaining. It's in the bag, but I hold the face open a little bit and go right. And like I said, all of this is the green, so that's going to give us an automatic 3-putt from over there, which is fair. And we remain at +2 going to 16. The first time the drive kind of got away from me there, I did a lot of body rotation instead of just swinging on the plane. Trying to get it out of the deep rough, 180. And it landed almost in there, but went way too far. And that's going to be an automatic 3-putt where we bogey. So we go from that to a short par 4 on 17 that they have left under construction and still growing grass on. I thought maybe I could get a good bounce and get it 284, so I tried to launch it down there. We end up 30 yards away. I really wanted this to stay in that middle circle and get a birdie, but we're going to have to go to 18 and try and get it, and we are 64 yards away. A really short par 3 to end on, and I run just a little bit over the birdie. So this, again, 3-Jack National, I can't recommend it enough. It's a crazy course. It's got a lot of fun things in it. It's got some really long holes, some short holes. There's scoring, there's bogeys, and I really think you ought to play it if you have GS Pro.